He meddled in things men should leave alone. He meddled in things men should leave alone.
Question of the Week is in New York City at BlogHer'15. Experts Among Us, presented by SheKnows Media. Welcome to this special edition of Question of the Week. We are here in New York City with the largest group of bloggers, writers, activists, digital voices, and content creators in the world. All weekend long, I will be talking to this amazing and dynamic group of women. And there's no better place to present this week's Question of the Week. So, we have a special hashtag for this weekend. You can follow us at A Girl's Guide, that is AGURLZGUIDE, and use the hashtag QOTWBH15. That is QOTWBH15. And if you are here at the conference, let's find each other so that I can talk to you. I want to feature you, your brand, and your answer to this week's Question of the Week. So, here it is. What are you holding on to that the world needs? Let's go talk to some folks. All right, tell me your name.
My name is Bee Quammie.
All right, Bee. And what's your blog?
So I've got two blogs. I have 83toinfinity.com and I have thebrownsugarmama.com.
Okay, and what do each one of them do?
So 83toinfinity.com is like my personal lifestyle blog where I just kind of write about my passions and whatever comes to mind. Mm-hmm. And The Brown Sugar Mama came out of me being pregnant and writing a lot about pregnancy on my first blog. So it's my separate mommy blog.
Okay, and what do you do really well on each one or either one of those?
You know what? One thing that I find I do really well across both of them is I find I'm a really good storyteller. So I find the posts where I'm not just talking about pop culture, I'm not just talking about natural hair, but I'm actually telling a story about something that my daughter did or about the worst date I ever had in my life. Like when I'm telling those stories, I feel really good about them and I get amazing response from kind of my storytelling posts.
Okay. What's the one takeaway that you've gotten here from BlogHer'15 that you're going to take home? What are you going to take home?
There's so much. It's my first time at BlogHer, and I was a little bit intimidated and overwhelmed, still feeling a bit of that way, but I think the thing that I've taken away from the women I've met, the sessions that I've gone to, the keynotes and all that stuff, is just that anything is possible, and a lot of these women here are just like me, or maybe in the same position I was in last year, so maybe next year I could be winning a Vody. Maybe next year I could be speaking here. You know, like, the possibilities are endless, and it's just showing me the things that women are capable of doing. Mm-hmm. There's no reason for me to not believe that I'm not capable of greatness and doing the same things that they're doing. So.
I love it. All right, so here's the question of the week. Cool. All right, so what are you holding on to that the world needs?
Ooh. What am I holding on to that the world needs? Oh my gosh, that's a good question. Okay, I don't want to take a whole 3 minutes to think about my answer. So,
first thing that comes to your mind, because that's always the most impactful.
That's true. Okay, so I think the first thing that came to mind, something that I'm holding on to is, I guess, truth in diversity and truth in my diversity. So, I'm Black, I'm Jamaican Canadian, I'm in a digital sphere that I feel is very heavily populated in America, and sometimes I feel like a drop in the bucket sometimes, and sometimes I hold back from sharing certain things or talking about certain things because I feel like the general audience is not going to care about the perspective of this Jamaican Canadian girl who lives in Toronto. Mm-hmm. So I hold that back sometimes, but I think that when I do let those things go and I do share them a little bit, there is a need for that, and I think that I need to let go of that and stop holding that within myself and believing that no one cares. And I think I need to share whatever the truth is about my experiences, whether it's my childhood, whether it's my adulthood now, whatever is going to be in my future. I think the thing I'm holding on to that the world needs is just the truth in my diversity and what I individually bring to the world that maybe a lot of other people respond to that I don't realize. So.
All right. Are you ready to release that?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think so. I'm good.
Yay!
I said it, I'm going to do it.
All right. Put it out there in the universe.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See, that wasn't so hard. What about you? What are you holding on to that the world needs? I'll be posting these BlogHer mini pods all weekend long, so make sure to subscribe, follow, and show us some love. I'm your host, Michelle A. Dalves, and you can find me at A Girl's Guide or the Back to Us Radio Network. And A Girl's Guide is AGURLZGUIDE.org or back, 2, USradionetwork.com. I'll talk with you soon. Come find me.